What's up, guys? It's zTizzle, and today I'm going to be bringing you a commentary over some Black Ops 2 gameplay. I don't know what it is. I'm just doing this commentary before I select the gameplay, but this commentary is going to be about this year 2012 gaming season and what games are coming out, what games I'll probably be getting, what games I might not get, and stuff like that. So first off, I'm going to be talking about Borderlands 2. It comes out on September 18th, and today is the 8th, so it's only 10 days away, which is awesome. I can't wait. Um, I do have it pre-ordered. I have just the normal version pre-ordered. I wanted to get the can't remember what it was called, but it's like the loot chest version. I wanted to get that, but it sold out really quick, and I couldn't get that. And the other version I just didn't really want to get that. Wanted to go all the way or just get the regular version, but it's about time for a new Borderlands, because Borderlands 1 was way back in 2009, so that was 3 years ago. But I guess it took 3 years to make this game, but it looks really awesome. So the plot's basically it's 5 years after the players in the original game opened the vault, and a person named Handsome Jack has taken credit for opening the vault, and he's now the leader of Hyperion, and he basically gets control over all of Pandora, and he has been built a base on Pandora's moon that is a giant H, which symbolizes his rule over Pandora. And in this game, you can play as Maya, Axton, Zero, or Salvador. And if you want to know who each of those are, you can just Google it. It's not that difficult. I just won't go over it because I'm kind of limited here because I've got a bunch of games to go over. But you can play as those four, and there will be, I think, one Claptrap back. It might be the original one, but I'm not really sure. Like the original one that you saw as soon as the game started. But you team up with him, and you basically try to stop Handsome Jack from basically like completely changing Pandora. And the original characters in the game that you played as, they will be back, like Lilith and Roland and those guys. They will be back, but you can't play as them. Like I said, you can play as Maya, Axton, Zero, or Salvador. And also a lot of the other characters from the original game will be back, like Marcus Kincaid. Apparently, um, TK Baja will be back, even though he's dead. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do that. They did already bring him back, kind of in the zombie pack. He was in there a little bit, but he was a zombie. But yeah, they're gonna bring him back somehow, I heard, and a bunch of other characters. So yeah, that's about it for Borderlands 2. So we'll move on to Assassin's Creed 3, and this game comes out a little bit later, about a month and a half later, on October 30th. And I do have this one pre-ordered. Again, it's just the normal version. There is like a premium version, but it's not really worth it because I'm not that big of an Assassin's Creed fan. Like I have played through Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, and I'm about to start playing through Brotherhood, and I'm going to try to play through Brotherhood and through Revelations before I get Assassin's Creed 3 because I don't want the story to get all messed up. But yeah, now is much later than the Renaissance, like it was in the last three games. Now it is the American Revolution, and you play as someone. Well, you play as Desmond Miles, and you go into the Animus and play as someone named Connor Kenway, and he is half English, half Native American. And now the Assassin Templar battle has come to America, and that's about all I know about the plot. There's not been too much released about the plot. There's been more stuff about the game released, but that's about it. Um, there is a new Animus. It's called the Animus 3.0 instead of 2.0 and 1.0 like it was in the first and second games. But other than that, I don't really know anything else about it. So yeah, there are a lot of new elements in this game, such as guards having guns, so they'll have a ranged attack, but they can only shoot it once because they are like muzzle loaders, and they can only shoot it once when they have to like draw out their sword or use a bayonet, or stuff like that. But you'll also be able to go and hunt for animals and sell their meat for money, and that looks really cool. That was in the gameplay release. Like he's like going around in the forest, and then he sneaks up on this deer and kills it with a bow. There are also a lot of new weapons. Like I said, the bow. There's hatchets. You can carry dual flintlock pistols, which I think looks really awesome. So You'll be able to hunt animals. You'll be able to dual wield weapons. Like I said, you can dual wield the pistols, or you can dual wield. I'm pretty sure you can dual wield hatchets. I don't think I mentioned that. There's also a hatchet. I may have mentioned it though. And there's a lot more. Another thing is you can climb up in trees now. In the first 4 games, that's not been in the game at all. But now you can climb through trees and like get aerial attacks on people, jump out of a tree and kill them with your hidden blade. Of course, the hidden blade's back, but that was kind of a given. And there will be a lot of people we encounter, such as George Washington, Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and many more. There's a big long list of people. If you want to look that up, just search Wikipedia, Assassin's Creed 3, and there's a big list. And you play through 30 years of Connor's life from 1753 to 1783. And that's about it. There will be multiplayer, like there has been in the past 2 games in Revelations and Brotherhood. And another thing is you'll also be able to be the captain of a ship in the Caribbean. You'll be able to be like a pirate, like a captain of your own ship, which looks really awesome because there's some gameplay released of that, and it looks really awesome. So now we'll move on to the next game. It is Black Ops 2, and this comes out. I've already done a video on this, so I'm not going to be talking very much about it. I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis, but it comes out November 13th, and I do have this pre-ordered. I have the Hardened Edition pre-ordered, and I'll be doing a video probably a little bit later that gives a rundown on what the Hardened Edition and what the care package have in them. But basically the Hardened Edition, if I can remember it right, it has 2 tokens to where you can unlock some certain things in the game. It also has a steelbook case, and a special weapon camo, and background for your emblem or something. And there's some other stuff, but I'm going to be doing another video on that, so just stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And once that video comes out, I'll probably put a link to it in the description. So yeah, that's about it, but now we'll move on to a game that's a pretty long way off. It's coming out in 2013, and it is Dead Space 3. It's coming out on February 5th, 2013, and I have not pre-ordered this yet just because it's so far off. I just figure I'll pre-order it probably sometime in January or maybe even in December. But yeah, I'm going to pre-order it, and it looks really awesome. There was some E3 gameplay released of it, and it looks really awesome. It looks pretty scary, and I have only played some of Dead Space 1. I've played through some of Dead Space 1. Not finished it, and I've not played any Dead Space 2. I have seen gameplay of Dead Space 2, and it looks pretty awesome. I'm definitely going to get it after I finish Dead Space 1. But I'm just going to finish Dead Space 1 and try to keep the story going, because I really like to play through games and learn the story of them. Like Assassin's Creed, it's got a really good story. And I'm pretty sure Dead Space has a really good one too, so I want to definitely play through that and not just play a little bit of Dead Space 1 and then go straight to Dead Space 3. But anyway, Isaac Clarke, the guy in Dead Space 1 and 2, the guy you play as, he is the protagonist, and he's back with Ellie, and I'm pretty sure she's the girl from the first game. I've not played Dead Space in a while, so I need to play some more. It's pretty scary, I gotta give it that, but it's not that scary. And they have discovered a planet called, I know I'm gonna get this pronunciation wrong, but Teu Valentis. And it's an icy, frozen planet with a crashed planet cracker. And if you don't know, a planet cracker, if you've played the first game, that's what you were going to repair in the very first of it. That's where you played. That's where you were in the first game. So you find this planet cracker, and the reason you want to check it out is because the people that were on this planet cracker were the people that discovered the original artifact that started the necromorph attack when they got into a planet. And they found this big artifact, and it released all the necromorphs. And the necromorphs are the aliens that are killing you. But yeah, so they try to land, but their ship breaks apart upon entry of the planet, and Ellie and Clarke are separated. And after this, Clarke sets out to save her and defeat the necromorphs. And that's about it for the plot. Like I said, there's not been, or I don't think I said this, but there's not been too much released because the game release is so far off. They haven't released much. I'm sure there'll be more information released as we get closer to the game release. Another thing is there will be drop in and drop out co-op, which if you don't know what this is, it's like what Borderlands 1 had if you've played that. I was just talking about that. And it's where you can just like join someone's session and play with them, which sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like it'd be really awesome to do like a dual playthrough. It would be really cool if it had like 4-player support, like Borderlands 1 did, but I guess that's too much. But 2 players is gonna be really awesome. Like I was talking to my friend about this game, and he said like if you, I told him he should get it, and he said if I got it, he'd get it, and I was like, well, I'm getting it, so it looks like you're getting it. And we said we'd like do a playthrough of it together, or do some of a playthrough, and that sounds like a lot of fun. And another thing is there's going to be apparently like a weapon creation system in this game, which sounds pretty awesome. Like you can create your own weapons, because in the first game, I'm sure there are more weapons in the second game, but in the first game, there aren't that many. There's like a plasma cutter and like an assault rifle and a few other weapons, but there aren't that many. So that sounds pretty awesome that you'll be able to create your own weapons. But yeah, that's about it for Dead Space 3, and that's about it for this video. And those are the 4 games that I'm going to be getting. I'm going to be putting out another video that talks about some games that I'm not sure if I'm going to get, and those are probably going to be like Medal of Honor Warfighter and some other games like that. Medal of Honor Warfighter does look pretty cool, but I don't know if I'm going to get it because I've never really played any other Medal of Honor games. But I'll be talking about those and some other videos in another video, so I'll link you to that on the screen right now. But thanks for watching, and comment, rate, subscribe for gameplay of all these games whenever they come out. So thanks for watching.